Okay, so today I'm very pleased to have Jan Molema here from Benelux, and he is provided a copy and telling us a little bit about the cross-border hydrogen value chain study that's just been released. So Jan, can you tell us a bit the background to the study, how it came into being?
Bradley, very happy to offer you this copy today. This study is one of the results of our research program on energy.
Mm-hmm.
Hydrogen is one part of the future of energy in the Benelux region, and especially we have been trying to map here the production, the demands of industry that is quite heavily present today,
Yep.
and of course in the future, where will the demand be?
Super. So I've already had a bit of a look through the report, the PDF version online, and what I read there is that the Benelux region has kind of an over-representation compared to the rest of Europe. If you just look at our population, we have more industry than our population share. We have more demand for hydrogen than our population share. So what's the consequence of that for that comes out of this report in terms of the future and where we're going?
Very densely populated area, very densely as for transport and industry as well.
Yeah.
And it means that we should be faster and be more efficient in our transition.
Yeah.
We will also play a key role, as with transport in general, in creating the gateway to Europe for green hydrogen of the future, for instance.
Okay, so you're saying like the Benelux region has something to contribute or really something to facilitate the overall transition for the rest of Europe, right? Because of this gateway location that we have, how is that going to work, especially in terms of imports of green hydrogen?
That's good you mentioned it. It works for Europe if it works for the Benelux. That's maybe a nice slogan to use. Out of this report, for instance, 67% of green hydrogen imports for the future will pass through the Benelux and its surrounding areas.
Yeah.
So if we get that act together, we are not doing only ourselves a service, but also the rest of Europe.
Great. And really, what do we have to do? What are the immediate steps that we have to take? What does that say in the report?
What we really need to do is to get the infrastructure right, pipelines, but also as for mobility. If we want to decarbonize our truck fleet, for instance, we are not ahead of schedule, to say the least.
Right.
We need to get.
So we really need to hammer that and get moving on that.
Absolutely. I heard soon the first filling station in Luxembourg is opening up, for instance.
Fantastic. And finally, I mean, the Benelux is really unique because you have countries that have a history of working very close together and a history of pioneering things, of being ahead perhaps of the rest of Europe. So what is the potential that we have in the Benelux, especially as a cross-border cooperation, to drive forward this transition, this energy transition and decarbonisation?
One of the reasons to do a bit more research on policy that is coming up is that the Benelux countries actually have a special position within the European framework. We can go a bit further and faster developing our internal market rules. And as you are aware, hydrogen legislation on a European level is being created and designed today.
Yeah.
If we can pick and choose the most important things to pull them a little bit forward within the Benelux context, that would be possible.
Great. Look, thank you so much for coming today. Thanks for a hard copy of the report, but especially thank you for the focus and the energy and the attention that's coming from the Benelux, specifically on energy and particularly on hydrogen. We really appreciate it in the Wurth Chair and here at the university. Thanks so much, Jan.
Pleasure working together. Thank you.